that phone down shit. Get out. Tell me why you be up on that phone down shit. Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Yeah. Bitch, I'm Mark, enjoy your reality. You give a flying fuck what you tell me. You could be the coffin where the nail be. Was giving you a test, but you failed me. Travel across the world like a mail bee. But trust me, it ain't nothing you can mail me. Trust me, it ain't nothing you can sell me. If you don't want no beef, get out the deli. Where I be at is where hell be. Your software outdated like a Dell B. Me up, I don't dumb down shit. Tell me why you be up on that phone down shit. Yeah, tell me why you be up on that phone down shit. Yeah, tell me why you be up on that phone down shit. Can you tell me? Yeah, can you tell me? Yeah, tell me why you be up on that phone down shit. Tell me why you be up on that phone down shit. Can you tell me? Can you tell me? You should never fuck with flight boss, man. You gon' need insurance like Allstate. You gon' need redemption like Shawshank. Bitch, I'm only doing shit Broadway. Yeah, I ain't tryna get you cat started. Yeah, why you always gotta act retarded? Yeah, always out the flowers like I had a garden. Yeah, I'm an active Martian, fuck a Aston Martin. Yeah, I was in Detroit like a Castle Martin. Yeah, only thing I need is a magic guidance. Yeah, but trust me, I don't need all that nagging option. The flying cables with dragon watches. Tell me why you be up on that phone down shit. Yeah, tell me why you be up on that phone down shit. Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Yeah, tell me why you be up on that phone down shit. Tell me why you be up on that phone down shit. Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Yeah, alright now. I would never share my bitch. I would never share my shit. Yeah, you can have it when I'm done in this motherfucker. You can have it when I'm done in this motherfucker. Yeah, I would never share my bitch. Yeah, I would never share my shit. You can have it when I'm done in this motherfucker. You can have it when I'm done in this motherfucker. Tell the club up. 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 Holy. Go. Yeah. It's the holiday. I've been doing it for like that. I've been casting away like that. I'm on you whenever my God. Why did I say to you? I've been doing it for like that. I've been casting away like that. I'm on you whenever my God. Why did I say to you? I did a lot of bad in my life, yeah. Nobody told me that it had to be right, yeah. Satellite, you try to settle the light. It's getting dark like a Saturday night. Grab me a bite of the deadly urge. Been inside the mind of plenty birds. You wouldn't know how life feel if it didn't burn. I'm in heaven and on earth when a nigga swerve. Made a U in the sky and I bit the curve. Goddamn, had to peep out the environment. Goddamn, had to come out of retirement. Goddamn. Don't let me talk about I'm tireless. Goddamn, when I can spare your stylist. Fly till the wheels fall off of the tires, bitch. You trust too many people, they gon' lie you quick. Word, yo, what's the word though? That shit created the world plus the inferno. I've been through the inferno like Dante. I've been casted away like Tommy. I ain't only doing whatever my God say. Why listen to you? I've been through the inferno like Dante. I've been casted away like Tommy. I'm only doing whatever my God say. Why listen to you? Alright now. Don't really wanna be a selfish man. Don't be afraid if you need a helping hand. Don't start to hate just cause you ain't got the plan. Straight from the sky, you're a felon man. Like playing cards by the way I dealt a hand. Trees like an airport, I got it double strand. This shit won't let me stand. All exotic, got me feeling like Nostradamus.
Welcome, ladies and gents, to your new moon ceremony, new moon in Libra ceremony. Thank you for joining us. Big shout out to Flight Boss. And yeah, let's get this show on the road. So, in honor of this free Libra season, what we're finna do is right after this at 5. That's hilarious. Right after this at 5, I'm going to do the monthly peace report. And the monthly peace report is the actual webinar. I'm going to make the Libra season that's funny. I'm going to make the Libra season free. And yeah, so if you guys want to tune into that, that's going to be in another couple hours. I might have a surprise special guest. So yeah, stay tuned. And I'm going to break down, obviously, Libra season and what we just went through and what we can expect concluding this transit. Oh, I'm going to have to do it like that. I didn't even think about that. For sure. So, just to kind of speak a little bit to this, yeah, we might have to just do that. Just to kind of speak a little bit to this, though, what we're going to be dealing with moving forward, which I'm going to speak a bit more on coming into, and don't worry, World War Zero. I'm preparing the next season of World War Zero. It's gonna be fire. I already have like the episode list. Other than that, though, I just want to make sure we illustrate. I'm going to mention this more in the webinar, but you have set yourself up for this success. We have now officially embarked on a brand new cycle that is following a game changer cycle. We're manifesting the game-changing quality of this perspective in the powerful partnerships that are being, bridged. And so I just want to, you're going to legitimately step into a much more intensity of everything that's been occurring. And I just want to let you know, I wanted to wait until now to say this, but 2020, 2021, everything you've experienced, the groundbreaking ridiculousness of what's happened, it ain't nothing. You haven't seen shit compared to just the next 6 months alone. Everything that you experience over the next 6 months will really have you question everything that you've gone through the past decade. And you're going to now understand why you spent the last 6 months individualizing newly developed superpowers, because you're going to finally be using it over this next 6 months. And it's going to now complete, for example, the character you built, Aries, you're now bringing to people in Libra. Now that you've mastered the behavior of that character, through Virgo from Aries season. And if you're prepared to see how much you've grown, congratulations. This is going to be very powerful for you. Other than that, um, I just kind of want to illustrate that so much debating regarding who is for the false narratives or against it is now truly coming to a head. We are now officially in the second boss battle. And so this is very important because what this is furthermore illustrating is stepping you into a supernatural partnership cycle that will induce the element of the supernatural into your relationships, where you and partners with friends and romantic potential are actively utilizing newly developed abilities and superpowers. Before, Uranus was in Aries, and so we didn't have anything prominent in Taurus and Aqua to anchor and manifest this from a higher level, basically at a physical level. So everything that you're coming through now will transform the quality of the power of your partnerships, where so many of you are ready to bridge aspects of yourself that you kept hidden, were underdeveloped, were misunderstood, and you're now ready to share that, for some of you, for the very first time, with people who you've been in relationships with for your whole life, or with people who you're just getting to know, who've also awakened and are going to be bridging this facet of themselves with you. You might meet new people who show you a new side of themselves, whereas in those person's life, they've never even seen that part of them. They've only shown that with you because they just unlocked that. So other than that, this is also going to make you aware of the same influences that have personally been opposing you. Remember, Aries season, and comment an exclamation mark if this statement I'm about to say is true. Aries season, that voice was loud. The negativity projection was loud. Libra season, you can barely hear it because your actions have shut up so much people. The people saying that you wouldn't accomplish what you accomplished in Leo season, you accomplished it. In Taurus season, when they were saying you wouldn't, you accomplished it, hypothetically. Now a lot of more people are shutting the fuck up. There's still that noise, but the conviction behind it is so much less because you showed and proved. You had nothing to prove to anybody, but you showed up and you didn't back down from that opposition. And so this is the counterattack. Now you've shut people up. Now the next 6 months is you rubbing it in their faces. The first 6 months, and this isn't about being petty. Okay. Sometimes when a dog shits on the floor, you have to take that dog's nose, and some people rub it in and be like, no, I've never done that. But apparently this works, right? That's what you're going to be doing. The first 6 months was shutting people up. The next 6 months is rubbing it in their face. Like, hey, remember how you said this would happen? Well, look, bitch. What's up, motherfucker? Okay. And it is what it is. You see Chiron's in there. You need to bring that attitude. This isn't classy Libra where we can be the bigger person. No, you want to be a little bit savage here. Shout out to hashtag Petty Gang. We out here. Shout out to Lace Thoughts. Congratulations for valuing your time. And yeah. Shout out to Desiree. And I just want you to notice, even though the opposition might be a bit more intense, you have already established your individual sense of value that is unshakable. Okay. So don't worry. When I say you're going to rub it in, it's inevitable. Like, people are going to do it for you if you don't personally do it. Like, people are going to confront you. You're going to be in a position where you're even if you're being asked, you're letting people know that what they try to do against you didn't work. And that's an indirect way of rubbing it in. Even if you don't directly do it, just by you being yourself, it's still going to happen. But just like Tara said right now, this is definitively a boss battle. The first boss battle was in Cancer season opposite Pluto. The second boss battle is with other people, square Pluto. And yeah, shout out to Monica. And yes, the mirroring. All right. This is going to now address in Libra those who want to have their cake and eat it too, and then get angry at you because you don't let them do that and you make them choose because, that's just what it's supposed to be. Other than that, we are going to step into this declaration of non consent. And relative to that, let me play some meditation music again. Relative to that, you are welcome to set an intention. Oh, it is clapback season. You're welcome to set an intention and focus on that as I read this declaration and really just relax. Right now, I would like for you to hold into your intent what partnerships you wish to move forward with. We all set the intention right now together to move forward with partnerships that reflect and match the quality of individual that we have become and worked hard to develop. And, as you set these intentions, you're going to be taking action with others who you're bridging what they've been bridging. You're going to deal directly with agents. You're going to have those anime cut scenes and the fight scenes. You're going to walk out victorious. Okay. That being said, shout out to Christina, shout out to Shay, shout out to Zachary, shout out to Karen, shout out to Vanna, shout out to Alexis, shout out to all of y'all, shout out to Savage, Atem, all right, shout out to Shannon. So this is where we're finally in a position for you to kind of come into more conscious awareness of what you've been bridging from within your subconscious. This is where you're getting confronted by the old narratives that used to fly, but now you're changing it by actually putting it in its place. Case in point, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, it was so easy for people to make you out to feel like you're a pseudoscientist or delusional because you read tarot cards or astrology. Now, anyone who says that, you're able to now make them look stupid. And I know it's not about making people look stupid. It's about having, some people have grace and, they want to be the bigger person. But it's about making those people look stupid. It's about mirroring what they did to you so they actually see what it really is since they're really being stupid. So just keep that in mind. I know I'm coming off as a bit petty, but trust me, you kind of want to lead with that because this will mirror what is being projected to you so that the people projecting this can see what it is they're projecting. That being said, this really goes a long way towards the hard work that you've put in to maintain this unique sense of yourself. And you deserve it. Congratulations. So, with that being said, let us actually now step into this non-consent ritual. The vibe that I'm picking up is saltiness. I get the sense that certain individuals or certain forces around you we're not expecting you to really reach the level that you've reached. Not that you've reached some crazy sense of success, but like you may be unaware that you have maintained sovereignty in a sense where certain people with evil thoughts didn't want you to. They might smile in your face, but you'd be surprised the intent they have for you. And you may be feeling a bunch of saltiness because certain people are seeing you happy and thriving where they've been wishing negativity on you and it's not working. And so as you see this in people's behaviors, confront them. Anyway, other than that, we are going to step into this. You're going to once again feel more the frustration of individuals or people who want to share how they really feel, the frustration they really feel, but know that they'll never have the courage to tell you because they're weak bitches. Even though they put up this front of being smart, they put up this front of feeling better than you, the reality of you goes against their thoughts. And this cognitive dissonance encourages frustration, which of course will now enable the shade to be thrown at you. Okay. It is what it is. So, and yes, God does not play about y'all. Okay. So, with that being said, it's one thing for people to have their prejudices, but if they don't have the courage to confront you about that, let people feel, because like the reason why I'm saying this is some people will feel that and then act passive aggressively towards you as if you're supposed to change your behavior to cater to them. But you're not in high school. These are grown adults. So if grown adults want to act like children, either spank them and chastise them or just let them be children, right? Let them fester that, let them play their games that they're playing. They're only going to piss themselves off because what you're seeing is their own anger at their own powerlessness to actually affect you as they were trying to manipulate and control you, but failed miserably. Okay. So let the spanking begin and just clap for you because this wasn't easy to deal with. This is still very frustrating to deal with this progression. I just want to let you know you're not alone and you are breaking through this. You're dealing with deceptive influences that don't want you to know you're winning. And so they make your winnings look like losses. They're making their losing look like they're winning because they're pathetic. And you see this. Okay, exactly. So keep this in mind. You know exactly what and who I'm talking about. This doesn't have to be a specific person. If anything, this is really more a vibration and archetype of people. And so I just wanted to let you know that despite what's being said, see, there's a lot of things being said about you, but there's no action. So moving forward, the catchphrase is you're going to have to show me something. Show me some. We're done explain. Gone are the days of niggas explaining shit. All right, we the new Justice League. You have to show me something. That's what we're not talking anymore. There's a lot of people talking about you, and not people backing it up with actions. So ignore what's being said, but watch what's being done. And let me just tell you, ain't nobody gonna do anything to you. Can't nobody touch you. You've established that the past 6 months. If they were gonna do anything, they would. They didn't. They can't. And so you must move forward with that victory, despite what. And this is where the meaning of any negativity towards you is so much weaker because it wasn't backed with action. It's just how people feel. Oh, is that how you feel? Is that how you feel? Oh, what are you going to do about it? Oh, I thought so. And that's really the energy and the attitude in whichever way you want to package that. Whether you want to bring that attitude maturely, immaturely, truthfully, extravagantly, that's really that. And it's sad. A lot of people mind other people's business because they're insecure and they need someone to feel better than. And so now that these insecure forces are realizing that it's not working on you like it may used to, now they don't know what to do. And you're going to see more of this disraveling and more of your empowerment. It's not some false dichotomy where it has to be inversely proportionate. There are people that, just like there are people that have been hating, there's also been people that have been showing you love. And the people that have been showing you love, you're growing and better with too. I'm just addressing the negativity because this is something that you're going to be in a position to realistically break through and bridge more usefully and relevantly. Other than that, let's actually get into this article. Let me kind of do this so you can actually see it. It doesn't look like it can be seen. Oh my gosh, I think this is the third time we're doing this, which is pretty awesome. Let me do this real quick. There we go. Hopefully this is much bigger. There we go. So you could feel free to say this along with me, or you can just focus on your intent, similar to last night. And as I say this, this is going to activate energy with all of our collective energy. It's going to activate power with all of our collective energy. Oh, nice. 20 minutes from Pluto direct. Once Pluto goes direct, the invocation clapback we did and this is going to activate, and you're going to see more of the clapbacks. Colby even gave me a synchronicity of more confirmation. And as a collective entity, what happens to him is reflected to what's happening to us. So this is going to happen very fast. Like, you're going to see the effects of this clapback happen very fast. And, you know, whoever's been negatively affecting you, it's going to it's going to be brought to your awareness so you can confront it and deal with it, not so that you can run away from it. That being said, let's get started. Bam. A declaration of withdrawal of consent and non-consent, published as public notice August 19th, 2015. Woo. A collaboration of work by various authors for unrestricted public use unto a reclaiming of individual sovereignty by one's individual intent and will. This is part of the job, Lilac. It's no problem. This is what we signed up for. The hate we get, and we also get in love. So it's all good. Can you guys read this? Desiree said that it's blurry. I what's the word? I zoomed in on it, so perhaps you can see it. Let me see if I take this off. It's pink. Do you guys prefer the pink lettering, or should I keep the do you guys want me to keep the pink, or should I highlight the words? Shaded. Okay, bet. Bam, I've now put it a little bit more. All right, let's get it. A declaration of withdrawal of consent and non-consent, published as public notice August 19, 2015, a collaboration of a work by various authors for unrestricted public use unto a reclaiming of individual sovereignty by one's individual intent and will. The following is to be declared in effect via spoken word. Let's get it. This is my declaration of freedom from all control, AI beings, and authority structures that interfere in harm against my sovereign free will. Let it be known that I withdraw consent. Hi. That was close. I terminate contracts. I terminate all contracts of agreements concluded by third parties regarding myself, and herewith return all liabilities and karmic implications to the contracting parties on all levels, dimensions, time, and timelessness. I withdraw consent to any human being, living being, organism. I withdraw consent to having any human being, living organism, machine, entity, person, corporation, secret group, or their representatives, their superiors, employers, their on and off world allies, or anyone working for or with any of the above to spy, to look into, to watch, or in any way invade my privacy for any harmful reason. Oh, by the way, I'm going to I'm going to share the link to this in the description box. I usually do this. I just forgot to do this for this one. There we go. So I've just put it there. If you guys now refresh the page, you will actually see in the description box the link for those of you who want to, click the link and read along if you don't want to read on the screen. Privacy is defined as my own unique personal life experience. I revoke, withdraw, and retract all harmful agreements for all my body's parts, fragments, atoms, DNA cells, etheric essences, and entirety of being as an entire universe that I am on all levels, dimensions, time, cycles of time past, present, and future, and on all levels of existence for all my bodies, from the core being of the one that I am to all my bodies across all universes, even in the folds of time and space where much is attempted to be in hiding. Hi. Each experience of my being is for my personal growth and development. It is not for corporations to seek profit from. They are not to be manipulated and controlled by any person, entity, corporation, government, religion, machine, being, except myself. These experiences, which are part of my unique life experience, cannot be used by any other being, human, entity, corporation, group, and any other example of someone or something that is not myself in any way that creates money and or capital for profit or control, whilst demeaning, degrading, or negatively affecting my living being. The monetization, checkmate, and collateralization, the monetization and collateralization of my personal energy and personal being, myself, the monetization and collateralization of my personal energy and personal being, myself, for the purpose of buying and selling or owning, is forbidden under any and every terminology, language, contract that is in being and has been used to control and manipulate my personal energy and being. The monetization and collateralization of my personal human body, which houses my unique DNA, that is my private domain, for the purpose of buying, selling, owning, and controlling, is forbidden and banned. The buying, selling, owning, and trading of my soul energy or my unique human body on or by any stock exchange, financial institution, corporation, government, religious organization in this world or any other world is expressly forbidden and banned. The buying, selling, and owning of my unique and personal DNA, energy, physical body, consciousness, anywhere, in any universe, dimension, astral level, time, or world is forbidden and banned. The harvesting of my energy by any group, organization, corporation, government, religious sect, astral entity, galactic being, or anyone who is not myself is now forbidden, banned, and barred. Whatever the form it takes, my energy is my own creation, and I do not consent to having it harvested for others to use or to profit from. And just like Savage Adam, any one of you who is watching this after the broadcast, this is still charged for you. This is timeless. You're able to watch and follow along at any point. Such buying, selling, and controlling amounts to slavery and is forbidden by me under my own sovereign free will and law that I impose. This is the third time we're doing this. So, for those of you who are doing this for the first time, for those who've done it for the other two, like they've, we've all seen results for this. This works. We do this twice a year, once every 6 months. Such buying, selling, and controlling amounts to slavery and is forbidden by me under my own sovereign free will and law that I impose. I withdraw consent to the use of nanite technology. Oh my gosh, can you believe we read this before the pandemic? And look at how look at how relevant it is now. I withdraw consent. Little did we know. I withdraw consent to the use of nanite technology, parasites, or any other type of infectious diseases or infectious technology whatsoever, whensoever, or wheresoever, now, in the past, or in the future, to be used upon my human physical body or mind, consciousness, or soul while I am living here on earth or any places in and out of space and time wherein such forces can influence one's being. I withdraw consent to any type of mind control or the use of intelligent technology implants, physical, etheric, or astral, living or non living, to be used on my living body, to be used on my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul body, which could possibly have any harmful effect upon my physical body, mind, consciousness, or soul in any way. I withdraw consent to the external creation of dreams when I am asleep. I withdraw consent to any other human being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, dimensional being, entity entering my consciousness on any level at any time, ever, if the intent is to bring harm unto myself and unlawful harm unto another entity. I withdraw consent to any type of frequency, wave, currently being used or historically used to target my private and clearly designated, unique human, physical, etheric, or astral bodies, my DNA, my cells, or my mind, my consciousness, or my soul in any way that is negative. This includes any type of exotic, secret, or covert earth-based and off-world-based technology, which includes locations on the moon, asteroids, or any or other undisclosed places being used that projects pulses, sorcery, beams, or waves of any known frequency, which have been seen to be detrimental to the human body, mind, consciousness, or soul. You might already start to feel this taking effect because of all the projection that has been happened, more so the last year alone. So this is how powerful this is. I withdraw consent to the use and effects of fluoride in the drinking water, in addition to genetically modifying the food grown and sold for human consumption. I withdraw consent to aerosol sprays being placed into the air I breathe, nor to programming being inserted into music that I listen to. I withdraw consent and do not accept any programming placed into the audio and video images that I am exposed to. I withdraw consent to the negative manipulation of the weather and to the poisoning of the earth, because I know that these acts are harmful and unhealthy to myself and others. This is meant to be recited. The following is to be declared in effect via the spoken word. So mainly, I did say before that you don't necessarily have to speak along, but I would actually recommend that you speak along because Libra is spoken word. Um, and yeah, this is definitely going to, you can say it in your spirit or in your mind. But yeah, you definitely want to just at least acknowledge what is being read. Okay. I withdraw consent to the use of psychics, black occult magicians, archons, demons, and negative spirits or any entities using mental energies or any other forms of frequency harm or attack against my living being or bodies, or using my bodies to inflict harm upon others. I withdraw consent to, and I did post the link. If you refresh the page, you will see this there. I withdraw consent to exotic machine like robotic technology, either physically or etherically or astrally implanted, used in any way to track, alter, torment, attack, abuse, infect, or harm my body, my mind, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul at any time, at any place, for any reason. By the way, I'm using this as the gavel. No, it's legit. All right. Boom. I withdraw consent to any deception being used on my living being at any time, anywhere, which creates any negative outcomes concerning the health and welfare of my own personal body, mind, and soul, also known as my own personal living being, or to my free will, my prosperity, my wealth, or my happiness, also described as my life. Bet. I am using my sovereign lawful will and intention to declare an order that no energetic can deceive me personally in any way that affects me harmfully or negatively. No treaty made with any human being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, whether on or off this planet, is valid if that contract or treaty in any way affects my life or my body, mind, consciousness, or soul in any measurable, negative, or and harmful way. By the way, the reason that this is going to just clap back so instantly is because we have Mars in Libra. Before, when we did this, we didn't really have Mars in Libra like this to readily act off on this. And we have the Yod with Neptune and Uranus, which extra dimensionally affects this. No treaty made by anyone, anywhere, is valid if it collaterally affects my living and breathing being, my life, my happiness, or my prosperity in a harmful or negative way without my full comprehensive and transparent consent to said or stated treaty. Even if I personally am not party to such a treaty, this includes all corporate treaties and contracts, as well as any treaties or contracts considered to be off-world and or interdimensional. I remove all prior consent to deception, harm, enslavement, or control of my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul body on any and all levels at all. Any previous contracts or perceived consents through any form of tacit or assumed consent is now completely null and void, forbidden, and banned upon all levels of existence. Any contracts made during any of my previous on or off world any contracts made during any of my previous on or off Earth world incarnations that involved gross deception, gross violation, trickery, mind control, black magic, occult sorcery practices are all here and now, made permanently null and void. Thank you for your patience. No contract I have signed or agreed to, either in writing or as an assumed or tacit agreement, as concerns incarnations in any way, shape, or form upon the earth is valid, regardless of any perceived amount of time or space, physical, dimensional, or otherwise, has transpired since that original contract or agreement was begun. If any of my previous consents or contracts of which I was a party involved me being under duress and or were made as a result of deception, they are all now deemed invalid. If any of my previous consents or contracts involved intentions of using me to serve another selfish agenda or purpose, they are all now invalid. Boo! Any being, corporation, government, religion, entity, machine, consciousness that wishes to have a contract with me, my living being, my physical body, my ethereal body, my electromagnetic body, my astral body, my consciousness, or my soul body, must do so in complete transparency with every single piece of that contract / consent explained in full detail with absolutely no missing information or obligations left unstated or unexplained, and must be written out in full with my fully conscious approval and wet ink signature. Public notice to Earth's criminals, harm inducing appointed caretakers or leaders, including earthly visitors, whom are their supporters, and any being, entity, corporation, government, religion, machine, or person aligned in any way with any of these beings. If any such thing as listed above are being done or ever were done, then those acts occurred without my consent and will be considered deception and are void and null. All tacit or presumed consent by me for any act of doing done by another person, entity, being, etc., that affects me in any way that I perceive as negative, harming, or controlling my free will whatsoever is hereby now permanently removed and challenged and denied. It is denied to any and all beings or entities unless a current contract or treaty has been negotiated with me personally. Notice to agent is notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. That's still my favorite line. No further notice is deemed necessary, and this is now both written and recorded on this planet Earth, Gaia, and upon all off-world dimensional universal records. If any human being, entity, government, religion, corporation, group from this planet, Earth, Gaia, any dimension, any universe, any perceived other level of existence wishes to form any contracts or agreements or treaties with me, they must do so face to face in this physicality. that my human body resides in on this planet in full acknowledgement and agreement of my free will to choose to do so only under the agreements written in this declaration. I have the right of my own sovereign will to change, update, or modify this declaration at any time. Woo! Clap for yourselves, my friends. We have successfully finished the non-consent form. And now we're going to wrap up with the inner peace declaration, which is really awesome. This one just kind of covers our bases here. Once again, once I end this broadcast, you're going to notice this instantly because of the quincunx to Uranus, the conjunction to Mars, and the quincunx to Neptune, the opposition to Chiron. This is in your aura now. So your relationships will reflect this with people. If you're watching this after, that's totally fine as well. Inner Peace Declaration received on June 15, 2014 at the top of Mount Haleakala with the ancestral cloud people, Maui, Hawaii, a lunar joy vaccine. Used daily upon rising, before sleeping, or any time that you feel negative energy may be impacting you. If you feel that you are being drained of vital energy or that you may be misusing your energy. This will assist you in uploading and retaining the upgrades and universal realignments to your higher purpose. If we lived in a conscious world, this would only need to be done once, though as we become more at one with all life and the collective consciousness, it is necessary to stay vigilant and keeping clear and aligned to all our higher power source whilst going through the many course corrections, rebootings, and realignments, which are a part of our landing sequence. This realignment bubble creates a sacred space in which the user can be fully supported in receiving unlimited pure energy from source so as to carry out your divine purpose. This will also reduce and even eliminate any draining, negative, unsupporting projections from any source and clear out other misuses of energy. A declaration to anchor a proactive, empowering, ascending, clearing energy bubble, a peace bubble. I hope you guys caught that because this is the first time I'm actually catching that. PEACE, a peace bubble. That's amazing. All right. Once again, Saturn, this is the first time we're doing this with Saturn and Jupiter in Aquarius. So that's why the quality of this is going to be so much more instant and stronger and instant. Okay. With the unlimited power of the mighty I am presence, I am declaring that all supporting, loving energy sent to me from any and all outside sources will be accepted with great gratitude. This ensures energy coming to you will be supportive toward you in your divine mission on earth. All negative, all toxic and negative energy sent to me from any and all outside sources will be immediately returned to sender, cleared, purified, and without malice. Bitch. This ensures that any misqualified, negative, or harmful energy that is sent to you will automatically be returned without impacting you in any way. Considering that there's negativity being projected to you right now with the collective narratives, you should feel this instantly. And every time it gets sent back, they're just going to hear, bitch. Okay. With the unlimited power of the mighty I am presence, I am declaring that all supportive, loving energy sent from me to any of all outside sources are gladly offered with 100% unconditional love. This ensures that energy given out is offered without attachment or perceived payoff. All energy sent from me to any sources that do not honor and respect these energy offerings will be returned to me cleared and purified. This ensures that you do not waste precious energy and protects you from actions that come from misguidance or need to rescue. Remember, we are all still human. All toxic or negative energy, intentional or unintentional, sent from me to anyone will be immediately returned to me cleared and purified. This ensures that any energy that you send out that was less than pure heart intentions will not impact the receiver. This declaration is so and made manifest throughout all time, space, dimension in the past, present, and future, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, plus the leap year, throughout my physical, emotional, and spiritual bodies until I request the removal of this bubble, or I no longer need any realignment, and the evolution process is complete. This declaration is given with great gratitude with the support and guidance from my spirit guardians. It is so, and so it is. Woo! There we go. No, we send energy all day long without knowing it. Just by having a thought or perception of someone or something, we send out energy that impacts others. This is a fact. If you intend to purposely send out healing energy to anyone to support or help them, you must ask permission first. Otherwise, you are violating universal law. Jumping into someone's space without asking permission, even to help, is an invasion of their privacy and free will. This does not this does not apply when others sign up for workshops, etc., in which you are taking responsibility for being in the teacher's position to a group. Let's get it, son. Congratulations. We have done it again. And yes, you can actually feel this, okay? We have done it again. Every single time that we do this, this compounds on it more and more powerfully. Okay? This is victory. I want you to keep that in mind moving forward. You are victorious. You made it through 6 seasons. You're manifesting the hard work you put in for the past 6 months. You deserve all that amazing awesomeness. And I'm going to reconvene with you all in 45 minutes with my special guest. And I'm going to interpret the shit out of this Libra season. Okay. I do have a question for y'all, though. For Scorpio season and the webinar, what I was doing was I was starting them at full moons and new moons, but I realized that the new moon for Scorpio is going to be 12 degrees. Would you rather that I do the Scorpio season webinar 0 degrees Scorpio, or should I do the new moon? Should I keep on waiting to the new moon? If we wait to the new moon, we'll be 12 days in, and it's going to be here on YouTube. We'll be 12 days in on Scorpio season, and then we can start with the new moon energy, or should I just do the webinars at the beginning of the zodiac sign season? So I do see a couple new moons, but it looks like a lot more people want the 0 degrees. 0 degrees will give you the full 0 degrees will give you the full 30 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing the webinars at the 0 degree points, and or at least the first part of the season. So it is what it is. That means instead of waiting a month from now, I'm going to do the Scorpio season webinar 2 weeks from now. That's where, so I'm going to start promoting for it in a week. Okay. Other than that, y'all stay blessed as always. This was fucking awesome. For those of you who want the link to this, it is in the description box below. It's the very first link. If you don't see it, just refresh the page. And until next time, y'all stay blessed as always.